if the law says that my neighbor should be evicted, I'm not just going to sit down and watch.
You're basically putting up, like, if you want to live in the cities, then you have to not adapt, you have to be assimilated.
Trump says America first in Denmark, or politicians say Denmark first.
Contra ventos fortes e gelados e através das águas agitadas do Estreito de Fehmarnbelt, deixamos a Alemanha na direção do extremo norte europeu, onde o rigoroso inverno chega sempre com antecipação. Conhecida pelo seu estado de bem-estar social e suas políticas progressistas, a Dinamarca que observamos apresentou fissuras mais profundas. Nos anos recentes, o país vive um processo extremamente xenofóbico, com uma forte política anti-imigração. Em medidas impulsionadas pelo próprio governo social-democrata, se apropriando das pautas da extrema-direita, o país está determinado a atingir a marca de 0 sociedades paralelas, penalizando arbitrariamente a população não ocidental.
Racism have sneaked into our politics over the last 20 years in such a way that a lot of Danes not even, recognize racism when it is there. For example, we in our housing projects, social housing. If there's too many people of non-Western background are living in this, they can be forcibly removed. The houses can be pulled down. Why can it be we talk about Western and non-Western backgrounds? And what do that mean? Is it people from Japan or Brazil we're talking about? No, it's not. Everybody knows we're talking about people from the Middle East.
And in the 70s and 80s, the housing movement was really strong, really gained a lot of rights, renters' rights and residential rights. But since the 90s, with Anders Fogh Rasmussen, who's basically kind of did to Denmark what Reagan and Thatcher did to the UK and the US, like basically neoliberalized the whole thing. Ever since then, the housing movement has been really weak. Within the housing organizations themselves, we have seen more and more power at the top and more detachment from the top of the organizations to the residents. And I think that's why they kind of found this criteria or like category of non-Western, basically to be able to talk about immigrants without talking about Europeans or people from the US or people from Australia, like basically white people. As a resident in public housing, I'm really scared about this because what does that mean? It just means that gentrification is going to be done by law.
We are not in a crisis. We have almost full unemployment. We almost have, you can get free education, free health service and so on. And we have just used billions and billions on the corona, where nobody have lost money, business have been paid off, people got salaries even though they're not going to work and so on. And we don't want to take 300 UN refugees. We have a social democratic government. It's not a part of the agenda.
So now we see that the majority of parties in parliament, they have the same politics as the Danish People's Party used to have. And now we have more racist parties getting into parliament and getting bigger.
There's definitely far-right movements, but paradoxically enough, it's the Social Democrats which are now saying what the right wing used to say. So they've adopted the racist policies of the right wing parties by practically stopping all immigration cases. So it's in a way it's much more sinister, because with a right wing candidate you can vote for that and say this guy's a racist or she's a fascist. But when it's traditional workers' parties doing these things and also maintaining like an agenda of, they want to help the poor worker and stuff, it often drowns in that and people don't see it.
Like either we accept that or we just start over and find new methods of fighting for our rights.